We have one person to speak before the CLB tonight and the citizens. Bobby and Julia Seals. Are you present?
Yes.
You'll come up to the podium, please. And welcome to the meeting.
Good evening, I'm Julia, my husband Bobby. We own Del Pizzeria. We currently have a beer license, but we're unable to sell in the store. We can sell liquor in the store, but we can't sell beer. So I want to know why, when we don't even want to sell liquor, we just want to sell beer, pizza, and wings. How, I want someone to make me understand of that. So
Is
that's,
it a footage thing or what?
for the beer, yes. We're still the same distance from the church,
We were just
But-
putting one person close. So you can sell liquor by the drink, but you can't sell beer?
right?
I didn't know.
So, on that note, we don't even want to sell liquor. We just, and it's a high gravity beer, we can sell also 8% or higher. We just want to sell regular, Busch Light, Coors, just,
Well,
so,
the reason that you cannot sell beer is because you fall short of the 1,500.
but we can sell liquor. So, and
Yeah, that's,
Jeremy Faison changed that
They changed
Yeah.
it 1,250 foot.
a couple years ago.
You can sell.
He's the one
You
that brought it to my
can't sell
attention.
liquor in the.
He's the one that brought it to my attention.
You gotta see 75 people and they be inside the city to be able to sell liquor by the drink.
It's, I mean, I'll have to, you guys can talk with him, but he's the one that had it changed.
so your question, ma'am, to the Cocke County CLB
Yes.
is why you can sell liquor,
And not,
but you cannot sell beer.
right, and we don't even want to sell liquor. We
Well-
just want to sell beer and not draft beer.
So
We
you've
just,
done that before, you've got a liquor license? You got
we
that?
don't have a liquor license, because
Right.
we really don't want to sell liquor.
Right, but I
We
mean,
have a
just,
beer license.
Oh,
I'm trying to figure out how to
Yeah.
separate alcohol here, because it's not supposed to be liquor and beer. It's,
Right.
Tim said it's not, you can't sell liquor and you
Right,
can't.
so that's the reason why we came, because I just want someone to make sense
Distance
of
rule
that to
needs to
me.
be changed.
We changed the distance rule not too many years ago. It used to be 2,000, if I'm not mistaken, and we took it down to 1,500, is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
And I think our whole building's 85 foot plus 31. That's how close we are to the church. So whatever.
We talked about this before.
Yes, I'll speak to the CLB at this time. We are going to address later on in the meeting, the regular meeting.
Can we take a vote on if we can sell beer or, I mean,
If we have a motion, ma'am, we will take a vote on it.
okay.
Or
Okay.
we just-
Can we give them a variance just to?
This was something we could do for your
I think we should address it later on in the meeting. We'll hear from the Cocke County Beer Board, and that's in our regular meeting.
So if you built your building 31 feet out, you can sell it.
We can sell it
Yeah.
in our other building.
Yeah.
It's just it's a pain to do all that.
Exactly.
And I
We
mean,
got a license and
and our hours aren't gonna change. We don't want a bar.
Right.
So I just want to address, we don't, beer, pizza, and wings is just, I mean, that's all.
I understand that.
So, if you guys, I mean, if you can't vote on it, but if you can at least reconsider, at least give us a shot.
Ma'am, I have to do that in a regular meeting. We can't do that in a hearing.
Okay, all right, that's,
Okay.
okay, that's all, thank you, thank you guys for your time.
Thank you for
Thank
being
you
here.
all.
Therefore, we will start our regular meeting at 6 o'clock.
All right, Cocke County Legislative Body now in session. Chairman Rick Vasher presiding, Mayor Rob Mathis present.
Mr. Smith, would you have prayer, please?
Dear Lord, we thank you for this day, dear God. We thank you for many blessings. We ask the Lord to lead and guide us in everything we do to be for your glory and for the help of this county. We ask this in Jesus' precious name. Amen.
Amen. Ms. Chambers, would you lead us in a pledge, please?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to welcome everybody to the Cocke County CLB meeting this evening. It's good to see you guys. Thank you, members of the CLB, for being here. Mayor's administration, thank you all. We'll do roll call.
Andy Ford,
Here.
Bill Miller, Gayla Blazer,
Here.
Jason McMahon,
Here.
Norman Smith,
Here.
Tracy Stepp,
Here.
Jonathan Templin,
Here.
Karen Chambers,
Here.
Dan Bright,
Here.
Wilma Ball,
Here.
Rick Vassar,
Yes.
David Veradall, Tim Lehman,
Yeah.
Billy Hudson.
Yes, ma'am.
We'll need to do the approval for the last meeting's minutes. Okay, Mr. Hudson, Mr. Lehman. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Passed.
Thank you.
The next on the agenda is the elections, appointments, and reports. We'll do the notaries first, and I'll just read all the names. Vicky Swatsell, Carrie Renee Hochnichi. I hope I got that name right. If I didn't, I apologize. William Spinoli, Cheryl Parker, Brenda Swaggerty, Belonda Jones, Elizabeth Alder, Devin Michelle Henderson, Hannah C. Wright, Jacqueline R. Hooper, Kathy B. Kelly, Alicia Shockley, Tammy Jones, Christy A. Sellers, Rebecca L. Gregg, Theresa Rhonda Gribble. Do I have a motion to approve? Ms. Blazer, Mr. Lehman, all in favor say aye. Aye. Any nays? Motion passed. In the matter of accepting the quarterly revenue expenditures report for Cocke County Circuit Court, the copies enclosed. Do I have a motion to approve, or any questions? Ms. Ball, Mr. Bright, all in favor say aye. Aye. Any nays? Passed. In the matter of any committee reports, first is budget. Welcome, Heather.
Mr. Chairman, the Budget Committee recommends the tax transfers and amendments and waives the reading of the same for the county.
Any questions?
I have some questions here.
Okay, Ms. Ball?
On this, the fund that's labeled ARPA, I went through our budget, the copy that I come and picked up at the office, and I can't seem to find these line items in.
No, they're new line items that we're adding once you all approve them. This is not in the original budget.
So shouldn't we have a new budget showing this?
Once you all approve it, I'll give you all a new report, maybe report.
Okay, and then another question, why do we have two general budgets, or two general funds? 101 and 170.
I'm sorry, there is a word missing. It's general projects, general capital projects. You are correct, that is missing.
So we need to change that line
170.
item, what number?
171 fund is general capital projects.
Okay.
Line items 310, 321, and 791. They're
Okay.
not anywhere in our budgets.
Right, yeah, these are new lines once you all approve them.
So when does that come before the CLB to approve, to do that new budget?
The line items are on the agenda tonight to add.
Oh, okay, for tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, very,
And
very
one
good.
more question,
Uh-huh.
where did this come from? Because I'm trying to piece this
The
together.
ARPA funding, that is TDEC ARPA funding that we received back in we got the award back in 2021, I believe. We're just now, this is what is funding the Cosby School project, the 440 master plan project, and the sewer extension into the innovation park.
Okay.
Any more questions for Heather?
And these are just now going under contract, is why they're just now going under budget. We've not spent anything or received this money, actually. We don't even have it in the coffers. It's still sitting at the state reimbursement basis. We'll get it once we spend it.
Okay, do I have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion.
Okay, McMahon, Hudson. We'll do a roll call on that, please.
Andy Ford,
Yes.
Bill Miller, Caleb Blazer,
Yes.
Jason McMahon,
Yes.
Norman Smith,
Yes.
Tracy Stepp,
Yes.
Jonathan Templin,
Yes.
Karen Chambers,
Yes.
Dan Bright,
Yes.
Wilma Ball,
Yes.
Rick Vassar,
Yes.
David Verdahl, Tim Lehman,
Yes.
Billy Hudson.
Yes, ma'am.
12 and 2.
Motion passed. In the matter of approving the attached transfers and amendments and waive the reading of the same for the school system. Any questions? Your copy's enclosed in your packet. Do I have a motion to accept? Ms. Ball, Mr. Lehman, roll call, please.
I have a question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I thought we did questions after we,
I'm sorry.
sorry. The SRO, is the public school security grants, is that for SRO officers or is it something else that they're, do you know?
Are you working on the school system? I am unfamiliar with that.
It says public school security grants. I was just thinking it would probably be for SRO officers, but I didn't know for sure.
SROs runs through the county, so that's. what
Okay,
makes-
so what security are we? Do y'all know?
Who,
I don't know, I don't
who,
think
who
it's-
could, who would be able to answer the question?
It's right there if you like.
Mr. Kelly, would you care to stand up, please, sir, and maybe approach the CLB? And if you could answer that question, we'd very much appreciate it, sir.
Sorry.
That's okay.
So the school resource officer grant comes through the Department of Safety through Sheriff Ball's department. The public safety grant is additional safety funding that the governor sends directly to the school system. We have to allocate that, just like we just passed on ago for, different amendments to get it in the right line item for us to then spend it on access control, cameras, anything that falls in line with the school safety.
Okay, I just wanted to make, I didn't
It's
know
a whole
that part.
separate grant from school resource.
But it, okay, and then like the director appropriations grant, that's 500,000, what's that? gonna be?
So that came from the General Assembly because the Commissioner of Education, the Governor are in great support of the Innovation Center. So they have funded some more funds for our Innovation Center to try to expand.
Oh, great,
So
okay.
it's
So
a
I-
whole, we weren't aware we were getting it until we got it.
Well, that's always good.
We earmarked that for the Innovation Center.
Oh, so it is going to go in,
Yes.
okay, well, good, because that's a great access to the
Yes, it
county.
is.
Thank you.
Both of these things are state grants, right?
Yes.
Thank you.
There's no local funds.
Okay,
Thank you.
thanks.
Any other questions?
Hold on. Did you have another question, or did you ask?
No, I asked both of them. Thank you,
Okay,
Casey.
and I apologize for looking over, I didn't mean to look over you.
I just thought we did questions after we got a motion
You have
and
to
a second,
straighten
I'm
me out
sorry.
sometimes.
I'm sorry,
No, that's
I was
fine.
waiting for that.
With
Thank
that being
you.
said, we'll do a roll call if there's no more questions. Okay.
Andy Ford,
Yes.
Bill Miller, Caleb Blazer,
Yes.
Jason McMahon,
Yes.
Norman Smith,
Yes.
Tracy Stepp,
Yes.
Jonathan Templin,
Yes.
Karen Chambers,
Yes.
Dan Bright,
Yes.
Wilma Ball,
Yes.
Rick Vassar,
Yes.
David Verdahl, Tim Lehman,
Yeah.
Billy Hudson.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. 11-6.
Motion passed, thank you. In the matter of approving the attached equipment requested to be sold as surplus for the Recreation Department. Copies enclosed. Any questions? Okay, do I have a, oh.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask.
Okay.
When that's sold, does that money go back to general fund or back into the rec department?
It'll be deposited in the 123 fund, which is the rec department, and then we'll have to do a budget amendment to, if they would like to repurchase equipment or something with those funds.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Do I have a motion to accept? Any more questions or have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Mr. Ford and Mr. Hudson, we'll do a roll call on that too also.
Andy Ford,
Yes.
Bill Miller, Gayla Blazer,
Yes.
Jason McMahon,
Yes.
Norman Smith,
Yes.
Tracy Stepp,
Yes.
Jonathan Templin, Karen Chambers, Dan Brock,
Yes.
Wilma Ball,
Yes.
Rick Vassar,
Yes.
David Fairdahl, Tim Lehman,
Yeah.
Billy Hudson.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Motion passed, thank you. In the matter of approving the attached 2 fire trucks requested to be sold as surplus for the fire department. Any your copies are enclosed. Any questions? So I assume that money goes the same as the rec department, goes back into the fire department and,
Yeah, it would have to do a budget amendment for
okay,
it to go to the fire department's budget, but yes.
thank you. Any more
I
questions?
got a question.
Mr.
So
Ford?
they're selling 2 fire trucks to go back into the fire department. They don't need them or won't need them?
Right, that we've received engine 8, we got that in March, which was the brand new one that we got on a grant. And then we have the donated fire truck that came through the flood. So these are the 2 oldest fire trucks there.
Do we know if we have reached out to our local volunteer fire departments, see if they're any use to them?
I believe Cody has reached out, but that's as far as I know. I'm not sure what he's done up from that.
But we really can't do that, it has to go through the same process, we can't donate it to one levy, right?
We have to do some kind of public auction. Now, how long it stays up for public auction? I
Because
don't
it's a
think that's
county asset
specified.
or whatever he said.
The rules on that.
Yes.
What are the rules?
I don't know what the practice of Cocke County has been. I think there is rules regarding donations to nonprofits. I'm not aware of any to other local government entities.
They would be nonprofit, so,
Okay,
yeah.
that may be an option.
We can donate
We
them to the
can.
fire department?
Perhaps, maybe, yes. There's a statute. I don't have it in front of me.
So before we put it out there, yeah, can we table it, and let's find out if we can donate it, and if one of our volunteer fire departments need one,
Sir,
we should put it with them, I mean.
I think that would only be appropriate to at least offer.
Motion, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, you make a motion to table.
No, second it.
Okay, Ms. Blazer, we don't need a vote other than, all in favor say aye. Is that right? Aye. That's just the table. Any nays? Okay. So that will be tabled. The Budget Committee discussed possible space for the senior citizens and made the recommendations to send the agenda item to the General Committee. Let me just make sure I'm right here. Yes, the budget.
Yeah, this was something that was brought up in the last commission meeting, the senior center space, and it was brought before budget committee, but budget committee has decided that really belongs in general committee first, anyway.
Was it ever scheduled? No. Okay. I'd say we take a motion to send this to the General Committee.
I'll make a motion.
Ms. Ball, Mr. Hudson, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Okay, we'll send it to the general committee. The budget committee voted to rescind the budget amendment made to the UT extension approved in August meeting.
Can we tell them why we did that, just to make sure everybody needs to know why that is done?
Sure, I can do that. So originally, back in the summer, early summer, UT Extension came before Budget Committee and said, hey, Big Beautiful Bill is cutting the funding for a position. It went through procedures, but now I believe it, I'm not sure, but UT, don't quote me, I think it's UT funding it through some form of funds. We're gonna end up funding it. We don't have to, so we're gonna
I
take
think
money.
the state was going to fund it for a year, and then they'll have to put it back on the budget for next year to come to us to vote for it. So they got funds from the state to fund it
All of that.
for
Sarah,
a year.
we have our UT extension.
Yeah.
Do you want to elaborate on how that works?
I'm happy to.
Okay.
Step on it.
What do you, tell us your name and what, who you represent, please.
Sarah Orr, UT Extension County Director and A&R Agent.
Thank you, Sarah, for being here.
Hi, everybody. So what happened was, after multiple back and forths, University of Tennessee, because of cutting the federal funding for the Big Beautiful Bill, we were losing the 10-step PA position effective September 30th. So we had approached the county previously, it had followed all of the channels, and you all had approved in August for that funding. We found out on October 2nd that the state FCS department, who kind of manages the grant that position was funded under, had been able to locate some carryover funds to the state of Tennessee. I think it was Tennessee Department of Human Services, I'm not exactly sure. But through the state, they found some carryover funds that funds that position through the end of this fiscal year. So that position will remain intact. Lower caseloads, maybe not quite as active as it had been in previous years because they have a very finite amount of money and they are closing out that grant. Very specifically, that's what it's for, but that position will be on staff at least until the end of the fiscal year.
So you're going to try to add it back to the next fiscal?
I would
next year,
like to. Our data says that programming is important.
unless they find some more money, correct? Okay.
Based upon what we know right now, that's what I'm
That's also a state grant, right? Or state money.
Yeah.
Which fund?
The position we're keeping is funded today.
Correct, that's not coming out of the county budget. And until the end of the fiscal year, no money out of our pockets here.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Other questions?
Any more questions? Thank you, Ms. Warren. Congratulations on the position.
Thank you.
Do I have a motion to accept that?
I'll make a motion.
Okay, Ms. Blazer Hudson, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any nays? That passes. The Budget Committee voted to award FEMA consultants bid to DRS.
Mr. Chairman, we probably need to take a roll call on the money for the UT extension.
That come from this, okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
county money we're taking back. We probably need to do a roll call vote.
Okay. Roll call, please.
Andy Ford,
Yes.
Bill Miller, Gayla Blazer,
Yes.
Jason McMahon,
Yes.
Norman Smith,
Yes.
Tracy Stepp,
Yes.
Jonathan Templin,
Yes.
Karen Chambers,
Yes.
Dan Bright,
Yes.
Wilma Ball,
Yes.
Rick Vassar,
Yes.
David Verdahl, Tim Lehman,
Yes.
Billy Hudson.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. 12-2, sir.
That motion passed. Thank you, Mr. Hudson. I'll reread. The Budget Committee voted to award FEMA consultants bid to DRS.
You all have a letter of engagement in your packet for the DRS.
Hey, I've got one question about this, and I didn't bring this up in the budget committee, and I'm sorry. Has the county attorney looked over these contracts?
Mhm.
Okay. That's my only question, Mr. Chairman.
we make that a practice now before anything that comes before you all, then it goes through our attorneys.
Thank you.
It's good practice. Any more questions?
Can you just explain that to the public, please, what that is?
The consultants.
Yes.
Yes, please. Everybody needs to know what it is and what we're doing that for, so.
You want to explain
I
that?
can, if you like.
Okay.
So, DRS, you can see under new business, this is going to be item E, Echo, on the new business. That's DRS. They're delivering results solutions. They are consultants who will take up for us with FEMA. They know how the system works. They can handle appeals. They can help us close everything out with FEMA, get things moving faster. And they are essentially, a lot of these are folks who used to work for FEMA, and now they know the rules of the game. And because with us, the goalposts keep moving. Every time we were doing great, and then all of a sudden until we weren't. So, and we're encountering some issues with FEMA now. These folks they know the rules as well as the people we're dealing with at FEMA do. So they're going to enable us to get better results, handle appeals on our behalf, and also the fees that we pay them are FEMA reimbursable under Category Z. So this is not it's almost like everything else that we do. We pay up front, then we get reimbursed through FEMA. I think it's kind of, the way this whole system is set up is FEMA puts a set of rules out to where you have to have somebody to help you with, but then they pay you back to hire those folks. So it's like a big circle. But anyway, that's the way this works. And so we're hiring those folks to make sure we get the best possible results. And the good part about it is we get reimbursed for doing it at 95%.
And this is about the appeals process.
This is,
We've already been told no, and we're
yes.
appealing the no's.
And that's a great point with the jail. FEMA has denied our claim for the annex in the jail. So they're going to be handling our appeal. We have 60 days to file that appeal, and they are, thankfully, that clock has just now started, so they have time to get that done. They are very reputable. We took bids on this. They were scored the highest of all how many bids did 5 or 6? 7. We got 7 bids. So they were the highest out of the 7 bids. They had the most experience in handling appeals. So we were very confident that these folks are going to do a good job for us.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
I keep thinking about what Mr. Waters told us when he came over with our flood. He said FEMA was the worst 4-letter word you'll know of.
Yeah.
It's all said and done. And that's one experience they had with the fires in Sevier County.
We're learning that he was being optimistic in that.
Yeah.
No. Comment.
I just didn't want people to think that we were paying out stuff for this to happen, and, I just want it to be open where people understand what we're trying to do.
Thank you for that
So,
clarification. Thank you for that opportunity to clarify.
Any more questions?
So what are their fees?
They have an hourly rate up to 5% of what we receive from FEMA. So the more we get from FEMA, the more they get. We're capped. They are capped at that amount, so that it is reimbursable by FEMA, and we don't.
And it's not going to change what we get, because if they get 5% of what we get back from FEMA, that's reimbursable anyway through FEMA. So FEMA's essentially paying us to deal with them, but they're paying us to hire them to deal with FEMA. It's weird.
And there's a lot more of these companies out here than I realized, considering how many we got back.
But that is, having them on board, and this essentially, since we are reimbursed through them, if they enable us to get an extra $10 million, then that's $10 million. That they pay for themselves, plus whatever we're paying them, we get reimbursed for anyway, so it's a free option, essentially.
Any more questions? Mr. Smith and Mr. Hudson, do we need a roll call on that? Roll call, please.
Andy Ford,
Yes.
Bill Miller, Gayla Blazer,
Yes.
Jason McMahon,
Yes.
Norman Smith,
Yes.
Tracy Stepp,
Yes.
Jonathan Templin,
Yes.
Karen Chambers,
Yes.
Dan Bright,
Yes.
Wilma Ball,
Yes.
Rick Vassar,
Yes.
David Verdall, Tim Lehman,
Yes.
Billy Hudson.
Yes, ma'am.
Motion passed. Thank you. Thank you, Heather. Next on the agenda will be anything from the sanitation department.
Mr. Chairman, the old unified marine building next to the county landfill was recently purchased by a group that specializes in disposal and recycling. And without having any detail yet, I hope to have a report next month, but we'll have a chance to work with them in the future, and I think that'll be a benefit for the county, especially the landfill going forward. So I hope to have something on that next month.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Any questions? Okay, next thing, anything from the general committee? That would have been Mr. Miller, who is chairman of that, so he's not here, so. We did have next thing on the agenda is public safety. We did hold a meeting on the 9th of September. We did elect a new chairman and a new vice chairman. So the public safety is now up and running again. Next is purchasing. Anything from purchasing? Okay, next thing would be the rafting. That would be Mr. Miller. Nobody, okay. In the matter of a report from the Cocke County Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Really not much to report. The one item A you'll see there is a change in policy. We're changing the people who are taking the notes and attending the meetings for the Planning Commission and other like Budget Committee and other committees. We're just bringing their meeting pay up on par with the rest of the offices in the county. That's all that is. There's money there to do that, so we have the money to pay for that. In addition, I'll just bring you all up to date. As we were just talking about DRS, that's going to be that contract is on the agenda for tonight to be approved. We've already had communication with them. They know they won the bid, and if they are approved tonight, they're ready to hit the ground running, talking to FEMA for us tomorrow. So they come highly recommended, very good firm from what we understand. Next thing you're going to have on your agenda for tonight, just a little clarification, is the approval of the Cosby Wastewater Treatment Package Plant project. That's on the agenda for tonight. It's important that we do get that passed because that's going to keep that project on pace. These projects have to be completed by August of next year, and then be completely closed out by September of next year, or else that money disappears and we have to pay it all back. So the reason why it's on the agenda for tonight is to keep that on pace. You'll see another one next month, and that's going to be for the sewer going into the industrial park. And both of those, we've been in regular contact with TDEC and the state and the engineers. Both of those projects remain on pace. Casey Kelly's here from the school system tonight to answer any questions. He had a conflict, but he came here just in case anyone has any questions about that. But those are very critical that we pass those, because this one is usually to lose it, and if it falls behind, then we're in jeopardy.
We have to have it used by when?
Everything has to be completely closed out. That means projects complete and everything by September of next year. So we have 11 months.
This is what's keeping Cocke School going.
This is what's going to keep that school open. Exactly right. Yeah, this contract's not that sound important as Casey Kelly's here tonight, and I appreciate you being here for that, in case, just to answer your questions. This concludes my report, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Next would be in the matter of a report from the Cocke County Attorney.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good evening, everybody. Really no report tonight. I just want to say generally, we've been working on a number of matters, as you all know, advising county officials and reviewing contracts. I know that are going to be before you tonight. The mayor has now made that his practice, and so that means more work for me. So I hope he's not upset with the pace that's being accomplished. It takes a little bit to go through those contracts, the construction contracts, but we've done that, and we've reviewed those, and those are good to go. So really nothing to report tonight, just generally. Always appreciate the opportunity to work for y'all and serve you. So unless anyone has any questions.
You are going to let us know about the fire truck drive?
Yes,
okay.
That's on my list.
Yes, Mr. McMahon.
I have a question. Don't know if it's possible or not, but I think it's something that we need to look at doing. be possible on behalf of the Cocke County Commission for our county attorney to send an official letterhead to the comptroller's office to ask about the ongoing investigation regarding the partnership, if it's still ongoing or not? If they could at least give us they're not gonna tell you anything about the investigation, I understand that, if it is ongoing or whatever, but something that we need to know, is it still going or is it not?
We can certainly inquire. We can do whatever you all direct us to do, whether that's a letter, a phone call, however best that's to be handled. I'm not frankly quite sure. We can look into that if you all would like us to.
Do I need to make a motion to?
I'm not really familiar with the investigation that's taking place or isn't taking place. Maybe we can look into that, and we don't need a motion. I don't think we can look into that and touch base with you all. At a later
Are you
date.
okay with that, Commissioner McMahon, if it, without a motion, just to?
Yeah, I mean, that's fine, just long, just get back to us with an answer one way or the other, but the reason I brought it up, I mean, it's been going on way too long.
I agree.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, thank you. Any more questions for the attorney? Thank you. In the matter of report from any of the Cocke County Commissioners.
I have a couple of things, Rick.
Okay. Ms. Ball?
Did we get Christy Niece's budget fixed?
I'm sorry?
Did we get Christy Niece's budget fixed? 'Cause from my understanding, wasn't there some money missing or not allocated to her office?
Heather, would you like to address that, please?
Christie did come and present to the budget committee last month. Those of you that are on budget committee know that the budget committee took no action on amending anything in her budget.
Thank you. No action.
Also, where did this special revenue budget come from that's in
I'm
our?
sorry, Heather.
It's okay.
Did you get her question?
The special revenue fund is the fund that we put the $5 million in, that you all took out, the debt that we took out, $5 million, and also the, I'm sorry, my brain just went blank. The money for debris pickup. The hill loan is also in that fund. That's only two things that are sitting in there.
Okay. That was what, $8 million if I'm correct? Or, because we did a $3 million bond and then a $5 million bond.
We did a $5 million bond. And then the hill money was 15 originally, and then we got an additional 2.
But that money is highly restricted in how it's used. So we're probably going to be turning the majority of that back over to the state. It's an interest-free loan from the state. So if we turn it back over, it's a wash. There's no loss.
It could, at the time, it could only mainly be used for debris pickup. So,
The state picked up the bill for the.
and then the state ended up picking up the bill, so we will be turning most of that back over as soon as they
Yeah, they gave that
give
to
us
us.
the instructions.
So that was a no interest, that,
Yes, no interest. It
so
was
you
no
turn it
interest.
back and it's turned back.
It was a no interest 10-year term loan from the state that they gave to all the counties that were hit. But then they came right back and did the majority of the re-pickup for us, so we didn't have to spend that money. So that's a good thing, and we're just working with the state how to get that back to them all.
Okay.
And we're just returning $5 million, is that right?
No, the $5 million, it was a bond anticipation of the job.
Right, so it's the 15.
The 15, yes, that you all approved for the state. We will be giving most of that back as soon as we get instruction from the state on how to.
You let us know how much you're sending back. Okay.
Absolutely.
The county's gonna be out 0.
Right, correct.
Thank you.
Any more questions?
I got a comment.
Okay.
Question about this Overhill rally they had, or the Over Mountain rally they had some complaints from the folks in Del Rio about them closing that public road to have a rally race on it for 3 or 4 days. I'm not sure how we can close a public road without input from somebody. And I'd like an answer from maybe Mr. McAllister, how that happened. Or sometime, if somebody could reach out to him. Well, they close.
We have a representative here from the county road department.
Yeah, I talked to him, he's not real sure either
Okay.
how it works.
Okay, so we'll ask Mr. McAllister to come. With that.
I think, I'll reach out, I just want to know if anybody had any answers, and the ones I've talked to did not, so I'll reach out to him, but it was a problem for those folks up there. Not saying yea or nay against the race, I don't know anything about it, but I do know that the public that lived up there was not happy.
Okay. Mr. Mayor, do you have anything on that, sir?
We don't, yeah, we didn't have
Okay.
anything to do with any road closures.
Okay. Okay, so you'll reach out to Mr.
I will,
McAllister
yeah.
and let us know if there's anything we can do in support of Mr. Smith.
Sure will.
Any more questions?
I do have one more thing, Rick.
Okay.
On the nonprofit board, we've not had a meeting in 2.5 years. I've been contacted by a couple of the nonprofits that they are trying to, I guess there was a grant given to the county, and they've had a difficult time getting their stuff. So I'm not really sure what's going on there.
You know, stuff like this, you can call us during the business week, you don't have to wait for the meetings to do this.
Well,
You talking about the food insecurity grant probably?
it's.
You know which grant
it's all
specifically?
back.
You know which one you're talking about?
It was awarded quite a while back,
Is
but
the
we're
food-
supposed to lose the funding in March.
Is this the food insecurity grant?
I think so, yes.
Yeah, we're just having a discussion about that one today.
That's what she said.
Yeah, we, the food insecurity grant, we're working with all the grant awardees. And sometimes if they're having, we've had tremendous success getting trucks, vehicles, equipment to everybody, but sometimes they don't return the paperwork. It's, you know, it's a federal grant, so there's a lot of regulation of paperwork to be done there. So if they have issues with maybe not having an account with the government, the portals, they don't have an account with that, or they don't have the proper stuff, we're just following the rules that are put to us, so we just tell them, we need this back from you, and sometimes we get it, and sometimes, you know, most of the time we get it, sometimes we don't, but we're working with everybody to try to get them. We have no reason to withhold those funds, so we're trying our best to make sure everybody fulfills whatever the regulations require, and working with them to do that, so that everybody gets what they're awarded.
Could this, Mr. Mayor, be a communication problem between the nonprofits and the committee instead of the nonprofits and a CLB member? It's not that they have every right in the world to reach out to a CLB member, but it seems like they would come to the committee first and ask for the solution to the problem.
Well, to my knowledge, all the nonprofits who have addressed the concerns or have brought up concerns have been addressed, or we're working through them together. I don't know of any that are outstanding that haven't really been addressed or are not in the process of being addressed that we're aware of. If you know of any that fall outside of that, please let us know, and we'll reach out to them and try to get that addressed, because we want them to get that money.
Okay.
Or not the money, but whatever it was that they were supposed to purchase with those funds.
I will get a hold of them tomorrow.
Perfect, thanks.
Any more questions, Ms. Bob, or anyone? Okay. Any more from the county commissioners? Any other issues? I'd like to thank you guys. In the matter of the report from the Cocke County Partnership, Mr. Brady, welcome to the CLB meeting.
Thank you. Thank you, members, for your service. A couple of items, an update for you. Number one, Commissioner Champlin referenced a company. We work with them. They were supposed to close on their building last Thursday, so thank you for working with them. Also, thanks to our building officials. The mayor met with them as well. The company is initially going to employ up to 10 jobs, but they have the potential to grow a little bit. They did take a vacant building that was sitting out there next to the landfill, and what they do will certainly help reduce what's going into our landfill. So thanks to Mr. Champlin and the committee on that. Appreciate your hard work on that. And we worked with 2 local real estate agents, and one of them was a friend of mine from Knoxville, and he was able to work it out. And looks like we're going to have a new company in town. Item number 2, Mr. Miller's been great to work with. We are meeting with the Whitewater Rafters, trying to get them do everything we can to help them. They are pursuing a grant, and we're working with them and have a good partnership in moving forward with them. Also, I don't know, I saw some of you attend the Newport Harvest Street Festival. So the previous year it had to be canceled, so our Chamber of Commerce hosted that. Did an excellent job, all of our staff. It was all hands on deck for about 14 hours a day for about 2 to 3 weeks prior. But I want to commend our Chamber of Commerce and our staff and employees for doing a good job at the street festival. We had more booths registered this year than we've ever had, and we had more attendees, according to some, than we've ever had. So thanks to that.
I agree.
So, a couple other items, the Hall's Top Bike Trail, it got pushed back a week. We discovered some discrepancies on our special use permit, but we have, getting ready to submit that this week. That is, for those who are new to the board, that is a grant that was funded from Appalachian Regional Commission with no match from the county. And it has $6 million to go towards construction of mountain bike trails, which will certainly be an asset to this community and increase visitors. Mr. Smith's question about the Overhill race, I can look into that. Certainly there should be no public roads closed, but I'll check and see if our tourism director has any information on that. I do know that there was a good crowd who attended that, and every hotel in the county, every room was booked up. So that brought a lot of money, and a lot of people eating in our restaurants, and a lot of people staying, but certainly we've got to figure out what happened on that public road, because we don't want that closed, to your point, but I'll check on that. We are having numerous discussions with Forest Service. Of course, they're closed right now, so as soon as they get open, we'll turn our permit in and then see how that goes. That could be a very big economic boom to Cocke County. And if you look at what is in Knoxville, and then what is in Asheville, North Carolina, and Pisgah Forest, we're sitting between two, and then we have the opportunity to be the biggest in southeastern United States outside of Arkansas. So this is a real opportunity for Cocke County. We'll keep you posted on that. With regards to Smoky Mountain Innovation Park, the industrial park that you own, we are moving along with the grading. The last pad should be done in about a month or so, and the contract calls for that to be finished by December 31st. The bids for the sewer have already gone out a couple of weeks ago. I think they're to be open one day this week, the 22nd. So that means that the funds for the sewer project, that'll start moving on that project, and we will start installing sewer in the Smoky Mountain Innovation Park, all the way from the top to the bottom, and extend that out towards the sewer plant. We're working on easements right now, so we've got to get a lot of legal agreements signed and moving forward. And that's what the task is this week, to finish up on those. We've already got a couple done.
Now, sewer will be a tap at each pad, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, in each pad. Now, there's going to be 4 pads in that park, and I suggest, Mr. Chairman and Mayor, that maybe we ought to schedule a work session just so that everybody knows exactly what's going on. Perhaps we should schedule a work session and meet out at the industrial park, and then we can go over everything that you need to know. For example, thanks to the state, we have acquired funds at no cost to us to put in street lights, 3-phase power, broadband, and telecom, and landscaping, and wayfinding signage, and finish the paving. So those funds, roughly, we've got about $4 million that doesn't cost this county anything, that we've been able to get in grants that just came in, and hopefully that will enable us to finish up that project. So after that, then it comes down to, can we convince someone to locate in Cocke County?
Mr. Brady, did we have, excuse me, real quick question, did we have a lot of interest in the bidding for the sewer going into the?
I do not know. The engineering firm, the engineer of record for the park handles that, and then that way it takes us out of it so that it's a fair and open process. And
but we do know that there were bids turned in.
Yes,
okay,
there were bids turned in, so we'll know on Wednesday at 11 o'clock or 11:30, I can't remember the time off the top of my head. I do want to give a shout out to our sheriff, CJ Ball. I called and asked and said, hey, I need some help. And also I called our road department and asked them for some help, and they came through. And then CJ Ball did, I said, I need some help getting, we did some bush hogging out there and cleared off some brush and discovered a lot of trash and stuff that needed to be hauled off. And CJ sent a crew out there and they were able to pick up the trash and get that underway. But if you haven't been out there, please go out there and take a look at it, because it looks totally different today than it did 2 months ago. So just want to thank him for that, and also to our road department for, I think they went out and patched a hole or something in the road, and then also did a little bush hog work as well, so I want to thank them. Item number 4 is on your agenda. I'm about ready to take this off the agenda, but I just leave it on here so that everybody will have this information in front of them when people ask you. The partnership handles the Mountain Strong Fund for flood relief, and we have distributed $1.4 million to small businesses, residents, and citizens who needed assistance. And the partnership covered the cost of setting up the checking account and all that. We put 2 signatures on every check. Whenever someone collected a check, we had them sign for it. We documented everything, and so that's been very successful. But I will take this off unless anybody has any questions, because
I got one statement about that, and the Mountain Strong has nothing to do with the money from Dolly Park.
That is correct.
I've seen tons of stuff online about where did all the money that Dolly Parton gave. That has nothing to do with it.
That is
Actually, Cocke County has nothing to do with that money whatsoever.
That's correct. And I don't know where that went. I think it went to Mountain Ways.
Mountain Ways.
Mountain Ways.
And also, I think Walmart made it a pretty good sized donation, not to Cocke County, but to the Mountain Ways.
So, and I think, everybody should bear this in mind. Whenever you donate locally, you can ensure that it stays here locally. And then you can account for that towards in-kind contributions on your FEMA reimbursements. So that was the advantage of doing it with the Cocke County Partnership.
Mountain Strong, Bush Brothers actually donated $1 million to that.
That is correct, which means, and I had worked with them on a previous project. I really can't give them enough credit for doing that, because, they took a leap of faith with us, and luckily I had worked on their expansion project previously, when they did a $109 million expansion, so I'd like to think they felt a little bit confident that we would take care of it for them. But they've been great to work with, and I have a meeting set up with them to sit down and just show them where every penny went from their money. And they've been great. Bush Beans has been good friends for a long, long time.
I agree.
Item number B, Cocke County was selected, one of only 3 counties in the state to be selected for a property evaluation program, where they come in and evaluate property. I gave them a list of property to look at. They came in from Cleveland, Ohio, evaluated all that property, gave us a report. I'm taking a couple of pieces of that report and handing off to some residential home developers via our mayor's office. And then I'm taking a portion of that report and applying for site development grant phase number 2. And that's going to be a $105,000 project. Our portion of that is $5,000. And that's a phase 1 environmental on purchasing some additional property in the area. Already, I've got one company that's interested in expanding on that property, and I have another company that's in downtown Newport that is interested in locating on another parcel of that property. So a lot of things are in the works to get that going. There'll be a presentation in Nashville in December that I have to go down and convince them of that, and then after that, hopefully we'll get funds from the state to go ahead and purchase that property, and we are pursuing an option on that property right now. So we're doing some work with the legal team on that. One of the things that We have procured an engineering firm to do the phase one environmental on that. Also, our partnership is setting up a community foundation, a 501c3. That way, if you ever have another disaster or something, it's already set up and everyone can receive their tax donation letter, okay? And that'll have to go through the IRS. This Thursday, I think I'll be speaking at the Tennessee Economic Development Conference and we'll have a lot of great things to say about our community, of how they responded during the flood and the aftermath, and pulled together. And I appreciate Mr. Smith mentioning that tonight about when Mayor Waters came over, because I had worked with Sevier County when I was working in Congress, and I've seen 2 disasters and had to be on the ground for it. And I've never been having to be in the middle of one from a local standpoint. And it's good to have friends and neighbors who come over, and they were of great assistance to us in the advice that they gave us. And they came over on a Sunday afternoon, and a lot of you came to the meeting on a Sunday afternoon, and that was a good thing to see our community come together and pull together. So that's where we are, making good progress on the Smoky Mountain Innovation Park. But I would like to invite y'all out before it gets too cold, rainy, and muddy out there. I think we all ought to go out there and meet one day and just talk about it. Talk about what you want to see located here and what types of company you desire. And then we'll go forward from that.
So we're shooting for August to be completely done
Of
next year.
Of the industrial park?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yes, yeah, yeah. I'd like to be done before, I'd like to be done before the spring. Now, right now, I'm waiting on the state to send contracts. We've already selected an engineering firm following the legal process of procuring. We've already selected an engineering firm to do the design on the electrical. They've already sat down and met with the utility company, and so we already got plans in motion. We just need to sign contracts and cut them loose. We can't cut them loose until we get funds from the state and approve it. So just waiting on the contract to be signed.
Maybe we could discuss, it would be appropriate to discuss a meeting between the partnership and the CLB to meet out at the Innovation Park. Would that be okay?
Yes, sir.
We can discuss that. We do have a meeting tomorrow, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so we can discuss and then get back with the CLB on some type of.
Yeah, and it should be a joint.
Okay.
I just like all of them to know exactly what's going on and what are the steps, because it's your investment in your children and your grandchildren, and it's your investment in jobs for the future of this county. It's your investment. So a lot of you've played a role in it and helping to make it happen, and thank you very much.
Any more questions for Mr. Brady?
Thank you, dear.
Thank you.
Yes, I would like to thank you, Mr. Brady, and I'd like to thank the Highway Department and the Sheriff's Department for backing your county up on our Innovation Park and helping us get it cleaned up. Thank you very much. In the matter of a report from Priority Ambulance Service, you have a packet enclosed. Do we have a representative from the Priority? In the matter of a report from the Keep Cocke County Beautiful, do we have a representative? Okay. In the matter of a report from the Cocke County Corrections Partnership Committee?
Nothing to report, Mr. Chair.
Okay. With that being said, we'll move right on over into the new business. In the matter of Eric Manus, Chairman of the Cocke County Beer Board, to address the Cocke County CLB regarding the distance rule in Cocke County. The floor is yours, sir. And welcome to the CLB.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, Mr. Mayor, ladies and gentlemen of the court. This, I believe that it's third time, is it not, that we've been in this position where we've had folks like the people back here that got Del Pizzeria. You can build a distillery right up on the porch of a school building and sell the liquor in that same facility that it's manufactured in, yet we've told the store, restaurant, store, restaurant, after another, after another, after another. No, sorry, you can't get a license. Well, they move on to another county. Well, as a whole, right now, alcohol sales are down 20%, 15, 20%. That means we're going to have a deficit in sales taxes we're going to get from that. So the only result is you're going to have to give more people the opportunity to sell alcohol. We're not here looking to generate more drinkers. I mean, if we need to see how it worked out, look back at the Volstead Act. Does anybody over here remember what the Volstead Act is? That's prohibition. That was 18th Amendment Constitution. It failed miserably. And that's the same seat we're in right now. We're failing miserably because we want to say, get rid of this statistics. And I'm going to yield to the rest of the gentlemen.
I'm Charles Manus, and I represent the First District.
Welcome.
I sat here tonight listening to free money, free money, free money. What better free money have we got than people willing to invest their money to bring revenue into our county to get the sales tax, not only from the restaurant business, but other businesses. We turn them down. We fail them. Our county has nothing to be ashamed of. We're one of the best and one of the prettiest counties there is in the state of Tennessee. I've been probably to every county in the state of Tennessee. So proud of Cocke County. And so proud to call it home. But it don't make you proud when you're turned down somebody that wants to come into our county who can support and bring revenue. One of the best revenues you can get is free money. And what better free money is bringing industry and restaurants and supporting them. I don't drink. I represent the beer board. Couldn't tell you what beer tastes like. 85 years old, I'm too old to start now. But I've been to many restaurants, sat down with many people, probably everybody in here. You've been to Knoxville, you sit down in the restaurant and eat. They sell alcohol, they sell beer. If I can't sit down in one of our locals and eat one of their meals with alcohol bothering me, that's my problem, not theirs. They're here to offer. We don't have to take it. But I sure love their food, and I'll eat many of it. And I think that we need to support them. We need to drop this. Now, when you can buy beer, sit on the church parking lot and drink it, okay. But you can't sit in a restaurant that's within 1,500 feet and eat a meal. And people that's moved in here, that is part of their life with the meal. But that's revenue that does not cost the county a penny. But it seems much easier to raise property tax than it does to bring local business in to support our county and help the ones with the property tax to get their property tax low. We've got it one county over that has proved that. We're not shy of that. We just need support from you all and across the street. I'm proud of Cocke County, and let's do it.
Thank you, sir.
And there's also another fold to this, and first and foremost, I'd like to ask one of our county commissioners having the intestinal fortitude to stand up and make a motion that we drop this distance variance 500 feet. I feel like that's fair. Now, beyond that, I'd like to ask the county attorney, I do believe you're our newly appointed county attorney. We're going to need to raise our privilege taxes, our permit fees, where we know we're covering the cost of operating this board. We're at $250 a year annually right now. I think we need to look at least bumping it up $50 for each person that holds a permit. that makes sure that all of our costs for our members being paid to attend, we're covering that. We're also covering the fees. It costs us money every time somebody doesn't show up and got sent a registered letter. We have to pay somebody to type that letter up. We want to make sure that our costs are covered. It's not affecting the county's money in any way. Now, beyond that, I've got nothing else to say except let's move this county forward. I think we all know that we're facing a great big monster in front of us. That's called the jail and the justice system. We can't, the good Lord's not gonna give us any more property. We gotta make do with what we got. We can't make do with what we got until the Lord that distance variance. It's aggravating, it's hurtful. I've had to look people in the eyes that had tears in their eyes because they had hopes of setting up a business in this county, and they were shot down because of, in some instances, 12 feet. Now, that's not fair to people want to come into this county. If y'all want to take the county in a positive direction, this is the fine place to start right here.
So the Bureau Board's recommendation is 500 feet.
Yes, sir. That's what we have tried for how many years now, Thad? We've lost track. So,
You're talking dropping it 500 feet, not 500 feet total.
well, the way the law reads is 500 feet from main entrance to main entrance.
So it's dropping 1,000 feet total.
Yes.
Yeah.
So 500 foot will be the new distance rule, is what you're asking for.
Yes, drop it from 1,500 feet to 500 feet.
Mr. Smith, you had something?
Yeah, I do. Mr. Mayor, last time you came here, you told us that was a horse and buggy rule that should have been thrown away a long time ago.
It is, it's an archaic law.
Well, in my mind, what that's saying is, it's an archaic law to have a respect for the house of God. That's time has come and gone.
Well,
And we're talking about culture. We have a culture here that we're losing fast. Believe me. We have a culture here, we're losing fast. Our church can't even have a baptism without somebody trying to disrupt it because they go against it. We have a culture here that has no respect for nothing, or that's moved in, and we're raising young people that don't even respect our law enforcement.
Yes, sir.
They don't respect leaders, they don't respect schools, they don't even respect themselves because of the way they've been raised.
Exactly.
I think we need to keep some kind of respect for the house of God.
Oh, I'm not arguing that one bit.
Well, yes, we are.
Yeah,
And I understand, you can do this and you can do that, but just because you can do that and do this doesn't mean we need to change something else. I mean, it just something else that's gone.
We know.
And these people up here, I respect every one of them. They can vote ever how they want to. But I plead, at least keep something. Keep some kind of respect for the people of our community, the people that worship in these places, and for the house of God.
Well, there's also separation of church and state involved
Not-
as well.
Sir, I've been told that before. No, you brought it up. I'm going to finish it.
Well, you go right
I've
ahead.
been told that you need to put your faith outside and come in and do what's best for the county. How do you do that? My salvation is not a jacket that I take off before I come in this door and then put back on when I leave. It's not.
Amen to that.
I can't separate my morals. If I can't stand for something, then I'll fall for anything.
Well, I agree. Let me
Can I say something before you say something? The house of God, we're the temple of God, our bodies. It's not four walls. So we are, whether or not you just, you think it's right to drink or not, that's not what we're talking about. It's talking about the freedom for a restaurant to be able to sell beer if they want to. And that's no disrespect to any church. I'm a believer, I love the Lord, but the Lord indwells each of us. It's not have anything to do with the building.
So can I ask a question? It's gonna be my turn this time, if you don't care. So I think the last time y'all came in here was sort of the same situation, and it was at 2,000 feet, right?
Yeah, we
So
were
we-
facing 2,000 at that time.
And we were at 2,000 at that time, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
We dropped it.
Yeah, to
And
1,500.
to
and we'd asked
1,500
for
feet, and what I heard, well, that's great, that'll be fine for everybody.
That didn't
Everything,
come from this beer board.
well,
We
okay,
had to settle for what we
we'll
got.
say it didn't, but I'll let that go. But you all were here and you were fine with that.
We
And
were.
now we're back again asking for some more.
No, ma'am,
When
we
does
weren't at
it
the
stop?
meeting where
When we
it
get to 0, is that when it
Hold on just
stops?
a minute, Eric, let her speak, okay?
Yeah, let me
And
finish.
then I'll
So when we
answer.
get to 0, is that in your mind when it's gonna start? Stop,
No, I
because we
think
kept on
500.
and kept on and kept on, so 0 would be fine, right? Is that what you're
No,
saying?
ma'am, I asked for 500 feet.
You asked for 500 feet, you asked for 1,500 last time, and you come back and ask again and again and again. So in my estimation, we're just gonna keep going down and down and down till we get to 0. I mean,
Me personally, I'll never be asking for less than 500 feet.
well, it was good at
but to
1,500
address-
last time.
To address Mr. Fowler, the Bible I've read tells me to drink my wine with a joyful heart.
I'm not gonna, my name's not Mr. Fowler, but I will not, I'm not gonna
Mr. Smith.
debate
I'm
scripture.
sorry.
I'm not gonna debate scripture with you
No.
tonight.
But, I mean, we have to think about it. It also tells you not what goes in your body, it's what comes out. Let's talk about being judgmental, I'm pretty sure.
I know
So-
the scriptures you do.
We have to, oh, I'm sure, and probably better, because I'm way more forgiving, because I didn't not drink in my youth. I drank way too hard in my youth. I don't
Mr.
anymore.
Mr. McMahon.
You mentioned that all these restaurants and stores that we've lost, do you
It's
have,
been
do
more stores.
you have a list of different ones, examples?
The clerk's office does. They have,
So
they have a record.
So what you're saying is they decided not to come into the not the city, because the city doesn't have it's 0 in the city, right?
No, I think the
correct.
city's 250 feet.
But whatever it is, it's.
It's
No,
been
it's
less.
0, isn't
Yeah.
it?
0.
It's
It's
0
in
in
the
the
city
city.
now.
Yeah.
I don't attend their meetings.
Right.
I know.
So all this is actually county property we're talking about.
This is county property.
It's just
Also,
county
to
owned.
address the liquor for the drink, we can't have liquor for the drink in the county anyhow. We don't have a population. That's off the table anyhow, so that's an irrelevant statement.
Yeah,
But it would be legal if we had a population.
but my question is, so we've lost stores, we've lost restaurants that were intending to be built in the county area of this county.
Yeah,
And they decided not to because they couldn't sell alcohol.
exactly, because, and as I spoke of previously in one of the trips in here, Andy Tripp was county commissioner several years ago, and I think the first year that he was on the county commission, he asked CTAS to do a study of what the potential revenue loss was. And I remember the figures, and Andy can probably tell me exactly, but it was right at $875,000 that we had lost for the beer licenses we had turned down, and these people left, and I saw the smirk on your face, man. We're not talking about, we weren't talking about just beer sales, we were talking about everything that's sold out of that store. Gasoline, cigarettes, groceries, and drinks, and the beer. That's all taxes combined. That's what potential, I didn't say it was actual revenue. CTAS refers to it as potential revenue, and that was the amount. Now, any one of you all can call and ask CTAS to have the same study done now. Chalet's office can provide all the licenses we've turned down because of distances, and that'll give you a place to start.
All right, we beat a dead horse enough. I make a motion that we vote on this, at least to make a vote on this, so these people can know. So, they're making a
Fair
motion.
enough, I'm ready to sit down.
Is there any more questions? Yes. I see.
Well, I was just gonna say, Mr. Manning said something about CTAS. We can call CTAS, but, and you call 3 different people, you get 3 different answers. That's been our history with CTAS. And as far as losing the revenue, if I can't buy beer here, and I want beer, I'm gonna go a quarter mile down the road where I can buy it and buy it. So it's hard to see, you see what I'm saying? I don't see where they're coming up with that lost revenue, I really don't.
Well,
And that's all I'll say, I'll be
well,
quiet.
the way it was explained to me, they looked at the number of permits we turned down, they looked at whether they were just a little bar, or if they were a convenience store. They pulled the numbers from stores in reasonable proximity to that area. And they put into their figures what their sales were and what their tax revenue was. That's how they came up with the figures.
Any more questions for
I think-
the beer board?
I think, no.
Has anybody asked the leaders, the deacons, the pastors of the church how they feel about a shortened distance? Because they have no representation here tonight.
They don't even know it.
The thing about it is, there again, there's separation of church and state. They don't pay tax base, so really true, they don't have a voice in it.
Can you
I mean,
tell me
they-
where that's at in the Constitution?
Oh, my goodness.
Separation of church and state is not in our
They
Constitution.
do have a voice there.
It is
Well,
not.
they don't pay any tax.
I guess the
Well,
better question is District One Representative, Mr. Ford or Mr. Miller reached out to their constituents, which is where this place of business is in operation, and have any
Here's
feedback.
Mr. Miller's constituent right here that spoke to him previous.
He was not here.
Yeah, it's just one of my constituents that wanted to get this, you know.
But that's the business owner, I'm talking about people
I
that
can
live up
tell
and
you,
down
my
that
church
street.
is located in that district, and I had 175 people there that were upset about the center.
I don't disagree. I go to church, and I believe in it. And I've tried to serve God for many years. But if you're looking to legislate morality, you can't do it. We've got to show it and teach it. You can't legislate it. It's impossible. I don't care how many laws you make. And what we're discussing here is not trying to run the church now. Because I do go to church, and I believe it, I support it. But I know, and I'm intelligent enough to know, you can't legislate and make somebody be moral unless they want to. And it's got to be in their heart. And we can't think that we can show it, and we can try to teach it. But we can't legislate it either.
Mr. Mayor, I'm not trying to legislate morality. I'm trying to keep a little respect for people.
Well,
So,
we are.
if I'm driving by, if I've got children or grandchildren in my vehicle and I'm driving by and they happen to mention that, I say, well, they can't because there's a house of God sitting here. That's why they can't do it. At least they talk to, they got some kind of respect. I grew up, every church in my community was unlocked because people at least, and I was lost as lost could be, but I had respect for the house of God because of how, the way I was raised. We've lost that.
We can, but we've got to bring it back by showing it and teaching.
And I have no ill will against any of
Is
you.
it,
You guys
is it
just
okay?
do
You're
it.
right.
Billy Smith, let me just.
Hold on, let me speak. As chairman, I don't think we're going to be able to argue our way through this.
We're not.
No, I know you're not arguing, I know, or you all are neither, but I don't think we're going to come to a decision where everybody agrees. Mr. Ford made a motion.
He did.
I have to accept Mr. Ford's motion. And I'd like to thank you guys.
Will you yield the floor?
Yes.
Thank
And I'd
you,
like to
sir.
thank you all for standing up. Mr. Ford, would you care to tell what your motion is, please?
I make a motion, we vote to,
To lower
lower
the,
the distance to 500 feet, what he asked for,
to lower it from 1,500 feet to 500 feet.
yes, sir.
Is that your motion?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do I hear a second? Okay, Mr. Langman? Okay, so we have a second, and we'll do a roll call vote.
Andy Ford,
Yes. Yes.
Bill Miller, Gayla Blazer,
No.
Jason McMahon,
No.
Norman Smith,
No.
Tracy Stepp,
Yes.
Jonathan Templin,
No.
Karen Chambers,
No.
Dan Bright,
No.
Wilma Ball,
No.
Rick Vassar,
No.
David Verdall, Tim Lehman,
Yes.
Billy Hudson.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. 8 noes, 2 absent. 4 yeses.
Motion failed. In the matter of Julie Seals, owner of Del Rio Pizzeria.
Del Pizzeria.
Yeah, okay. Do you want to address again, or you are on the agenda to speak?
So
Come to the podium, please.
what
So we're-
Jeremy Faison changed for us, it's the Premier Resort Law, which is a high gravity beer, wine, and spirits that we're able to sell. So just to give you, that we can sell this, but we can't sell beer. Again, just beer.
Which is all stronger than beer, right?
Right, 8% or higher is the high gravity beer. Then you have liquor, which is the spirit and wine.
So what is your question, ma'am?
I don't wanna sell liquor. I don't wanna sell high gravity beer. Just plain Jane beer.
Well, the
Our
motion
time-
failed, ma'am.
Okay.
Your footings motion
Thank
failed.
you.
Thank you, ma'am. Next on the agenda is in the matter of appointing Billy Hudson to the Cocke County Partnership Board. Do I have a motion? Ms. Blazer, Mr. Lehman, all in favor say aye. Aye. Any nays? Congratulations, Mr. Hudson. In the matter of the Cocke County opioid abatement task force recommendation of 2024-2025 opioid abatement grants award, see enclosed. Have y'all read over that to know what that is? Do you want to speak on that, Mr. Mayor, or do,
The opioid task force met, and this is a part of the settlements that we received from the nationwide opioid settlement. So we get a certain amount of money every year from that, and the opioid task force, which is composed of representatives from the education, legal system, law enforcement, and medical, came together and made these recommendations to you all as to how those funds are to be distributed. And it has to be for either opioid prevention or treatment. And that's what these programs and these expenditures, recommendations are for. So they're just asking that they be approved by the CLB. I think it's probably a roll call.
okay, that's what I was asking, I'm sorry. Do we have a motion to accept? Mr. Templin? Mr. Smith? We do a roll call on that one.
Andy Ford,
Yes.
Bill Miller, Gayla Blazer,
Yes.
Jason McMahon,
Yes.
Norman Smith,
Yes.
Tracy Stepp,
Yes.
Jonathan Templin,
Yes.
Karen Chambers,
Yes.
Dan Bright,
Yes.
Wilma Ball,
Yes.
Rick Vassar,
Yes.
David Verdall, Tim Lehman,
Yes.
Billy Hudson.
Yes.
Thank you. 12-2.
Motion passed. Thank you. In the matter of consideration of a contract with Delivering Results and Solutions, DRS, for disaster program management and consulting. The mayor did speak on this. Would you like to address anything additional?
Any questions?
Okay.
Mr. Chairman.
Do we have a motion to accept? Hudson and Blazer. And then we have to do a roll call on that one also.
Andy Ford,
Yes.
Bill Miller, Gayla Blazer,
Yes.
Jason McMahon,
Yes.
Norman Smith,
Yes.
Tracy Stepp,
Yes.
Jonathan Templin,
Yes.
Karen Chambers,
Yes.
Dan Bright,
Yes.
Wilma Ball,
Yes.
Rick Vassar,
Yes.
David Verdall, Tim Lehman,
Yes.
Billy Hudson.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. So and so, sir.
Motion passed, thank you. In the matter of a contract with Brockwell Construction Company for the Cosby School wastewater treatment package plant project, subject to revisions by the Cocke County Attorney. Any questions? Do we have a motion to accept? Okay, Ms. Dial and Mr. McMahon and Ms. Bowles.
Mr. Chairman, I've got a question.
Okay.
Casey still here? You're good with all this, Casey?
Yeah, I've worked with the engineer through every phase of it. They've done an exceptional job.
It's gonna see, it's gonna suit the school system's needs up there for a long term.
And future needs, long-term future. So it's, I just want to make sure that there's no, everything we're doing for the environment and the process of it is beyond our expectations. I'm very satisfied and hope that we can move this on forward after tonight.
Thank you, Casey.
Thank you, sir. Okay, we have a motion to accept, we've got a motion, so we'll do a roll call.
Andy Ford,
Yes.
Bill Miller, Gayla Blazer,
Yes.
Jason McMahon,
Yes.
Norman Smith,
Yes.
Tracy Stepp,
Yes.
Jonathan Templin,
Yes.
Karen Chambers,
Yes.
Dan Bright,
Yes.
Wilma Ball,
Yes.
Rick Vassar,
Yes.
David Verdahl, Tim Lehman, Billy Hudson.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Motion passed. In the matter of seeking guidance of the county attorney regarding the reconstitution of the Cocke County Agriculture Committee in November. I apologize, I had a brain. Do we have any questions?
I think the attorney's word on this.
Well, Mr. Hudson, this is the first time I think I will tell you what I know. I think there's very little in the law on the agricultural committee. I think there's maybe 4 or 5 statutes. The county does have to have an agricultural committee if they participate in the extension system. I think we have an agriculture committee. I don't know whether it meets.
Ms. Orr, would you please?
And back. Yes, we do have an ag committee. So our ag committee has not been functional according to Tennessee Code annotated. I couldn't tell you the one without looking it up, but we do have one. There are very specific ways that that committee has to be appointed. It consists of 3 CLB members, 2 farm men and 2 farm women. That's exactly how it's worded. There are certain ways that that committee rotates every 2 years. They can't serve more than 3 consecutive terms, and I can share all of that with whoever needs it. But essentially, ours has not rotated properly since at least 2021, possibly before that. Started as county director in 2019. COVID happened, and at that point, we were just kind of like, survive. It was not mass important, so we're trying to do what the law says that we are supposed to, and to do that, we need your help. And I also brought this to the mayor, I think it was last month, maybe before, we talked about it a couple of times.
It was actually after we found out about the state funding, because this was kind of a condition for that.
Yeah, there's multiple things with it, yes. So I talked with the mayor about making it an official county committee, so when you all are being appointed to committees each September, that's on the list as well, since it does require 3 CLB members.
Have we ever had one? Because we've been on the CLB for like 8 years, I've never heard of it, so I just wondered.
Before I took over as county director, we don't know that we really had one.
Okay.
At least not one that was active, so we're trying to do it right, moving forward. We're trying to do it right. We only meet 4 times a year.
So what do you need from us tonight?
Yeah.
I don't think we really need anything from y'all tonight. I think we can investigate the matter and see what needs to be done. If you all want to take a vote to direct us to do that, we'd be more than glad to do that.
Well, I move we give the county attorney authorization to look into this and try to get this set back up like it should be set up.
I'll second it.
Okay. Mr. Smith and Mr. Hudson seconded. So all in favor say aye. Aye. Any nays? Thank you. We have one more. It's under new business. It's in the matter of accepting the FY 26 mental health transport grant letter of agreement for the Cocke County Sheriff's Department. Mr. Sheriff.
This is a direct check. It'll be $102,665. And basically what this grant covers is mental health transportation is required by the Sheriff's Office to transport all mental health patients from here to Memphis, Chattanooga, wherever they want to send them in the state. We don't have anything in East Tennessee. But this will cover, we have a contract that you all signed off on 2 years ago for AmeriMed EMS. They come and transport all mental health patients with insurance or without. What this covers is the non-insured, and it's non-custodial. So if they're incarcerated, we still have to transport those. But this right here is you get $102,000. I think last year we actually spent right at $45,000 to $50,000 in mental health transportation. That was out of $21,000 last year was the grant, and we had spent $30,000 out of the budget. So this will cover the entire cost of mental health transport. And if we don't use the full $102,000 in this budget year, it is aggravating, but it will roll into the next year's budget. So, and that money's reoccurring, and that's a pretty good size grant, and we don't have to take deputies off patrol to drive to Chattanooga or pay overtime to drive to Memphis or in a motel. So it's a good grant, and it's all 100% funded by the
Does
state.
that just depend, CJ, if they have room in Chattanooga, if we take them to Chattanooga, wherever they have room at Chattanooga, Memphis, or?
Yeah, your local hospital, Nova makes the decision based on the mental health doctor that comes in and does the evaluation, so they can end up at Erlanger, Moxon Bend, they can end up, I can't even think of one in Memphis. We've tried to refuse a few of them in the past, just because we didn't have the manpower to take them, but, a lot of that comes from Lakeshore. When they shut Lakeshore down in Happy Valley and Greenville, that really was detrimental to East Tennessee.
So that cuts out you having to worry about it, they can get it.
They take them all in AmeriMed County, and dental and mental health, it's better being in the back of an ambulance than in the back of a squad car with a cage in between you and
But
the
you don't
driver.
have to use any of your people or anything like that, right? Okay.
As long as it's non-custodial. Custodial, we still transport.
I move we approve.
I'll second it.
Okay, Smith and Blazer.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sheriff. We need a roll call, right? Roll call, please.
Andy Ford,
Yes.
Bill Miller, Gayla Blazer,
Yes.
Jason McMahon,
Yes.
Norman Smith,
Yes.
Tracy Stepp,
Yes.
Jonathan Templin,
Yes.
Karen Chambers,
Yes.
Dan Bright,
Yes.
Wilma Ball,
Yes.
Rick Vassar,
Yes.
David Verdahl, Tim Lehman,
Here.
Billy Hudson.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Motion passed. Thank you, Mr. Sheriff. Do we have any miscellaneous? If not, do I have a motion to adjourn? Smith, Blazer, all in favor say aye. Aye.